Hello, everyone, and welcome to the XPN Podcast. Apologies about that. For some reason, I had it set up so these guys can hear me, but you guys couldn't, so I had to just quickly tweak some things there. Proper podcasting professionals here. But we are back with another episode of the PSN Party Podcast, talking all things games, spotlighting the good, the bad, the weird and ugly in the world of video games, with a sprinkling of news, topped off with a 20 questions cherry. Now, as always, I am joined this week by my lovely panelists. I have got the worst player of Animal Party I've seen in a long time, and I say that he's slightly worse than Fabio was. We've got Baldman Gamer. How's it going, good sir?
It's only been out a day. You can't really say that.
Out of the people I've played it with, you were the worst so far.
I would, yeah, okay. You're not meant to chuck your own guys off the train. I get that now.
To be fair, though, as you'll see in the footage that we recorded a little earlier on, I was helping the other team by accident and not really realising.
See? So
yeah.
You're the worst person I played for. You play for the other team.
Oh my god. So we're getting there. Let us know, guys, in the on the YouTube. Is the sound everything all right now? I apologise. It's just life. I know.
Timber, Ash was playing Party Animals with you last night, was he not?
No. Well, yeah. Never see him in the same room. The same room.
Or the same chat.
Yeah, never see him together. And when they are in the same chat, they're not typing at the same time. So he's got to switch between the two screens, doesn't he? So
yeah.
So always fun. But yeah, we are here. We're here, and I'm also joined by the red hat wearing, wall building machine, the AK-47 eagle riding man himself. I wonder if that got cut out of the episode yesterday as well. We'll have to listen back.
Probably did, yes.
The one, the only SSG Sentinel. How's it going?
Pretty good. Now I gotta go see. I think I have a red Adidas cap, maybe.
Yeah, that's Adidas, not MAGA,
Yeah.
of course. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We bigged you up. Me and BMG were guests on Pure Dead Gaming's PlayStation podcast today, and we bigged up Sentinel and how he sort of flies around on eagles and stuff like that. And
right, yeah.
Did we not connect him to Mr. Tumble, or was that a different conversation?
No, we'll say you've got to listen to their podcast for that and wonder what we're talking about because it'll all have been cut out, which is funny. But big shout out to Pure Dead Gaming for having us on as guests this week. Just to explain how bad it must have been, we recorded an extra hour's worth of content that doesn't seem to be in the podcast. And I haven't listened to it back since it's gone live, but the runtime of that episode is like over an hour shorter than what we sat and recorded. So,
Jesus, I can only imagine.
Oh my god, it was great. Yeah. It was great.
To be fair, so I think the show, it's live now on podcast feeds and YouTube, but I had zero sleep. So I was literally, I think I was half hallucinating and everything else, but it was good fun. It was good fun conversation and went on a few tangents that probably should be cut out, but
you don't get that on this podcast. We're live and unfiltered, so enjoy that, guys. Shout out to people in chat. We got Thimble, we got Meisuko. Stubbs, member for 6 months. Thank you very much for being a supporter of the channel. We had Back from the Dead here as well. Evening, everyone. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Hit that little bell notification so you know when we're live. And share this out on the social so everyone knows that the best and funniest gaming podcast is live. You gotta do it.
Right.
You gotta do it. We are unique. I've listened to a lot of podcasts. None of them have any of the cool stuff like we do. None of them tangent like we do. None of them have that really dark sort of humor that we do. We go there and we don't care. So
And I may even get my nipples out.
That's for the OnlyFans afterwards. So we're going to quickly jump into some a quick rundown of what we've been playing. So, Sentinel, fill us in on something you've been playing this week.
Starfield.
Is that it? Just Starfield.
Yeah, because I saw Uso Vinny talk about, I'm doing the, second playthrough, third playthrough, all this stuff, and I said, you know what, I might as well. So I've been playing through, completing certain main quests and ignoring a lot of the side quests, and just, going through and gathering the artifacts as fast as I can. I've pretty much been ignoring most of the Constellation members as much as possible, just because I'm like, now that I've experienced the whole story, I'm like, I'll burn through the stuff that I really enjoy. And the Constellation part isn't bad, but it's like they're all like starry-eyed and, you shouldn't kill any of the people that are kind of sort of innocent. And it's like, fuck that. So I've been going through, mowing down pretty much anybody who opposes me, kind of shit. So it's better if you don't have them in the ship where, Sarah hates what you did, or what's his name, the cowboy guy. He's like, the cowboy hates what you did. I don't give a shit. That's why I left him at the headquarters. Sam Cole. There you go.
Do you know who voices him?
Said, so I leave him behind.
The guy that voices Sam Cole, he voices I forgot his name now. The guy from Deus Ex, Human Revolution, Mankind Divided. It's him. It's the same guy from Deus Ex.
It's not just Deus Ex, because I didn't play a lot of Deus Ex, but I recognize him from another game, but I can't put my finger on it.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry.
No. I don't remember though. It's like he had a big role. I don't want to say like Max Payne or something, because I know it's not, but it's something like on that level. I'm like, I've heard this guy's voice before. The moment I heard him, the first time I played, he said, whoever's voicing Sam Coe has voiced characters in other games, like a lot of notable games. So if you're playing Starfield and you listen to Sam Coe talk and you figure out who his voice actor is, let me know, definitely. Because it's just like I'm close to figuring out who it is. It's bothering the shit out of me because it sounds familiar.
I'll tell you
right
now.
It out.
It's Elias Tufexis, apparently, is the voice actor.
I saw the name, but I'm thinking of like the characters.
Right, so let's just have a quick look. Some of the characters he may have voiced. He was Penguin in Gotham Knights.
Yeah, but that's not where his voice sounds familiar. Because his voice now sounds familiar to another role he did.
He was Leonidas and Nicholas in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. He was Adam Jensen in Deus Ex Mankind Divided. He was Takar in Far Cry Primal. I'm just having a look. He was Federico Auditori Forenzi in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. He was and Assassin's Creed 2. He was Gabriel Nowak in Rainbow Six Vegas 2. He's been a couple of guys in Fortnite, The Major, and Ragnarok. And he was Mules and the Timefall Farmer in Death Stranding. So
because he sounded real familiar, and it's like some of the actors in there, I'm like, whatever. I'm sure I've heard him before, but the moment I heard Sam Coe start talking, I said, I've heard that voice actor before. Boom, immediately.
He's apparently done like additional voice in Spider-Man, Last of Us Part 2, Horizon, Forbidden West, and stuff like that. So
that definitely could be true. It's the same with the Garrus voice actor. He's very distinct.
Yeah.
So Starfield, that's what I've been playing. Starfield. It's crazy. It's addictive.
So is the new Game Plus actually as different as the making out? No spoilers, but is it as different as the making out? Why it's this whole new thing that no one's done before?
No. I mean, well, okay. Spoilers. I gotta say this so I can clarify the situation. So spoilers. Yeah, spoilers.
Hang on a second. Hang on. There's a way to do this. Oh no, I've been messing big, and that's gonna mess everything up. I apologize, everyone.
You could just say spoilers. I gotta explain this though, so people understand. There you go. Okay, so it gives you a new ship, which compared to the Freestar Rangers, whatever the Freestar Rangers group is, the ship they give you is badass. The ship you get for New Game Plus sucks, but the more times you complete a New Game Plus, it increases the capabilities of your ship. The only good thing about this ship is you can jump to almost anywhere in the galaxy, so that's great. You don't have to jump to multiple star systems. But again, the problem is it's just not as heavily armed as the Free Star or the Free Agent or the fucking Free Eagle or whatever the fuck their ship is called. I don't remember what it's called. It's
I've not
something
done
like
the
that.
freestyle yet. Not done them
Yeah.
yet.
They give you a badass ship, and it's like you can take down like multiple pirates quick.
Is it better than the Mantis?
Yes, definitely. Yes. You could have two Mantis fighting this ship at the same time, and this ship could take down both of them. It's worth going through. But whenever you do this new game plus, you have a ship. Aside from its jump distance, like light years, it's kind of crappy. The suit they give you is cool. It does not have as much armor as another suit that you get from a specific quest. Again, spoilers. You go to fight the Terramorphs. They give you a heavily armored suit. The suit is better than the suit you get for New Game Plus.
I sold that suit.
Oh, I can't believe that, because you can take tons of gunfire, and if you take on the bad guys for the main Free Star Rangers quest, you're gonna wish you had that suit, because there's tons of them and they have heavy ordnance. I'm just saying.
I just sent Vasco in there. Vasco, he just runs around and headbutts people and kicks them.
Yeah. He's pretty effective. The biggest reason I can see to do New Game Plus is just so you can hit that level 100. It's one of the achievements. I think I'm at like level 65 right now. Yeah. And if you don't do multiple playthroughs, you would have to grind so much just to get to level 50 in one playthrough. I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure there's people out there doing it. But it just feels super grindy if you're not doing New Game Plus, where you just start these rewarding quests over and over again. And it's not bad. I enjoy it. But some people who don't like that type of experience, they like the 8-hour Naughty Dog linear action type of experience. They're not going to like this. So a good thing it didn't go to PlayStation. It would have flopped. I know. I shouldn't be saying that, but it's a playful jab at PlayStation. That's what it is.
All you ever do is jab at PlayStation, you monster.
So what you've been playing, BMG? Tell us one thing you've been playing.
One thing, I've had a couple of games. So
go on then. I'll let you off this time.
Starfield. So obviously I've been playing Starfield. I'm not going to New Game Plus it. I'm currently making my way through the Crimson Fleet storyline. I've got the Freestar storyline to do, and some corporation one or someone I heard someone mention. I'm going to do that, get the story done. So, because I actually really now want to move on to Cyberpunk, which I recently purchased for PlayStation 5 because it has haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. So that's installed, ready to go. So I just need to get Starfield out the way, as well as all the other games that I need to play, because obviously Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed Mirage, which if you're a fan of One Republic, the band, they have actually done a song for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and it's a really good song.
Nice.
So I highly recommend listening to it. It's really good. It's on all your music platforms now if you want to listen to that. It's a really good song. As the footage you can see on now, me and Ash played some Broforce. I do get a bit.
We'll talk about that a bit more in a bit as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I got very carried away with dynamite and stuff. So yeah, I think I made things harder for us than actually helping. In fact, Ash would have probably done better on his own than me.
Yeah, but it was a laugh. We had a laugh.
It was a laugh. And obviously today, I tried playing Payday 3. I know we're going to talk about that, but wasn't able to get into it. Not because into it as in I didn't like it, as in
it's broke as fuck.
Yeah, just couldn't get into the game. Did a bit of Party Animals, as we mentioned, which it's good. It's good. It's fun. It's fun as for a laugh. It's not something I would play long term, but I'm not very good at it. And I had 2 matches, and I played, right, for my first. I've never ever played a racing game. Never played a racing game. And I played my first racing game earlier before today, and I played Disney Speedstorm. And I liked it. I've only done 2 races as Mickey Mouse. I want to be Donald Duck. I don't want to be Mickey. I don't want to go around going, oh boy, and all that crap. I want to actually play as the Duckman, but then
The Duck
we'll see.
Man.
The Duckman. But yeah, that's pretty much all.
This isn't Marvel
I've been
Comics,
playing.
you know.
Yeah, I haven't played in Marvel Snap, and I haven't played any Destiny. Destiny 2 is broken as fuck at the moment. They got a DDoS attacked, so literally the
Oh.
game is unplayable pretty much. They keep every time they're jumping in, fixing something and stopping something else has gone wrong. So they're not doing very well at the moment. Bless them.
Didn't they say that Payday 3 was also broken at launch?
Oh,
It's
it is. We'll talk about
wait.
it as part of
But
the.
yeah, we'll
This
get
is going to
there.
be a short spotlight. This is why I've let BMG go on a bit longer, because one of the 3 games we're going to spotlight this week, we can't really talk about because you can't really play it right now. So we'll jump into that and we'll discuss that very, very soon.
What about you, Ash? What have you been playing?
So, barring stuff people have probably seen on the channel and stuff, one thing I have been playing a lot of is, what's it called? Renfield Bring Your Own Blood. So this is a tie-in game to that Nicolas Cage movie that came out. So it's basically a Vampire Survivor clone, but you play as Dracula, basically. So I picked this up on Steam on PC because it's Steam Deck compatible, and I picked up Steam Deck, so I wanted something that was good to go, and like I really wanted a sort of roguelike, sort of auto shooter game. So far, really loving it. It's got so many enemies on screen compared to some of the other games, and it's very, very nice to look at. So it's on sale 25% off at like £3.36 at the moment, so I highly recommend it if you're into your sort of auto shooter games. Really fun, and loads of extra characters and sort of levels to unlock in it. So that's the main thing I've been playing on the side. I've been trying to install Lord of the Rings Online on it today, and I've got to the point where it works. I've installed it, it plays, but now I haven't had time to do it, but I need to now configure the controls so it works on like the Steam Deck controls instead of a mouse and keyboard, basically. So that's my job for tomorrow. And then that's probably all I'll be playing going forward. And I can play Lord of the Rings on the go. I'll be happy. So,
I bet you wet your knickers over that new Hobbit game announced.
Oh yes, it's like a cozy life Hobbit sim game. Yes, please.
Oh.
If that turns out to be a like Hobbit farming sim game, I will be all over that. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. They haven't shown anything off though, unfortunately. But it was the Hobbit Day 2 days ago, 21st of September, I believe, is Hobbit Day, because that's the day the Hobbit released back in 1937, I want to say. 1937, something like that. So
Yeah, 90 years.
That's when the film came out.
No, the book, you bellend.
Oh, they did a book.
Oh yes. But anyway, I've downloaded that Disney Speedstorm, so I'm going to play that. I'll play it with you. I've already played a bit of it. I played the 1 hour or 2 hour trial on PlayStation, and I played the beta on PC. So I know what I'm expecting. So I'm looking forward to playing that. And something else I'm looking forward to, Rise of the Triad on Xbox. It's like a old school Doomy-esque sort of looking game. So I'm looking forward to trying to play some of that over the weekend if I get 5 minutes peace. But chat, tell us what you guys have been playing as well. Let's let us know. So I'm just going to quickly go through chat, because while I was having that chat, there's been absolutely tons of comments. Muppet, Broforce is epic. Thimber, Broforce is quite fun. Dynamite is dangerous. Yes, Thimber, that is true. We did stream this on our Discord. So what we're going to do, when we're doing these spotlight games, sometimes we might stream them into the Discord so you guys can watch while we're recording footage for the stream. Sometimes we'll stream them straight to YouTube, but when we don't want to sit there and like be on camera and have like a proper conversation and stuff, we will put them on Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, it is public. Ask us for a link if you can't find one. But we post all sorts in there anyway. Let's just see if anyone else has chatted. Oh my god. Next on the list is First Descendant. That's a good game, Thimber. That's a really cool little bike game. So I definitely recommend that. Stubbs playing Sea of Stars. Fantastic game. on my list to play, but there's just so much at the moment. Sappho, Warframe, another really... I actually quite kind of like Warframe. It's not a bad little PvP-esque game. Muppet, Starfield, and Halo. Meisuko finished Meat Grinders, now playing Eternites. Really want to play Eternites as well. That looks awesome. So, yeah, it is sad that it's only 720p stream on Discord. But to be fair, YouTube's never that much better for us anyway. So this is literally what you're seeing on screen is what we streamed onto Discord and then saved from the Discord chat. So this is what it looks like. So, yeah, Sappho, because my son suddenly discovered Warframe and said he likes it, he drags me back into it after I decided I wouldn't touch it anymore. It's a fun little game, though. I played it for a few hours, like a year or so ago, but really, really, really enjoyable, quite fast-paced. But there's just so much coming out. Like, it's just like we're going to get battered. We are literally going to get battered by games. I mean, I'm looking, like, this week alone, there's like 3 or 4 games I want to play. So, but we'll jump into the first, we'll say the first spotlight, but like I say,
hang on, before we do that, obviously when we're just chatting, the channel is called XPN Live Stream Room. Obviously, if you jump in there while we're in there, you can talk to us, and you can also join in the game. So if you have the game installed, you can feel free to jump in and join us. So you can play with us. Or you could just sit and watch muted or chat to us as we play, because as I say, the audio, we don't play the audio and what you're seeing on here. It's just going to be recorded and watching it as you are now. But yeah, feel free to like join the game, chat away with us, have discussions and things like that, as well as obviously in the general chat room as well.
Yeah, like I say, always happy for people to join us. If you see us playing online, just ask to jump on. Like I say, we always play multiplayer stuff. And yeah, if you want to jump in the Discord and chat, you can. If you don't have to. Your voice that isn't recorded, it's just the gameplay. And even then, I didn't record any audio for Broforce because we don't need it because it's on the podcast. So yeah, it's cool. We're trying to try out new things for you guys. Always trying to improve things. So always let us know in the comments. So I'm going to try and get this to work. And let's see. 2 seconds. So our first game that we're going to be looking at today. No, I'm literally... Why does it never work when you want it to, OBS? So the first game we were going to spotlight, so we'll cover this one first because it's not going to take us long, is Payday 3. Now, this has literally just come out, like literally 2 days ago, I believe. It came out on, I think it's on everything pretty much. It's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, It's on PC. Also available as part of your Xbox Game Pass subscription. So you can play it with that, or you can buy the normal version of the game, or you can buy the silver version or the gold edition. Now, these each come with different things. So the standard game is $34.99. And this is from developer Starbreeze Studios and publisher Deep Silver. Now, I will say I was sent a copy of this today. So PlayOn, who is the company that own Deep Silver, have sent me a copy to stream. So I will do a stream of it. However, it's literally impossible to play right now. We tried Thursday night, me and Fabio tried, and you can play the tutorial mission, which is like a learn how to play mode, kind of in like a kill house map. And honestly, it plays and looks great. Like gameplay wise, is like smooth and simple. But when you try and matchmake, it seems to be broken. And this has been going on 3 days now. So it's currently sitting on a 2 out of 5 stars on what do you call it, Xbox, and it's getting absolutely review bombed. And I don't condemn review bombing, but this game is massively broken right now. So I think when they fix it, it'll be great. I've never played Payday. I didn't ever play Payday 1 or Payday 2. I want to play Payday 2 because it had John Wick and stuff in it. But I've not had the chance, so we've not been able to record any footage. I know BMG, you tried playing it today as well, so do you want to tell people how you fared?
I didn't fare at all because literally I couldn't even get into the tutorial. I don't know what was going on. Every time I literally booted up the game, click to start, and it would just literally go black screen, find me back to the main screen, and it just said error, and that is all I got was error. I couldn't do anything with it. And I don't know, maybe is it all down while they're patching it? Maybe they've come fix something. Maybe tomorrow be able to jump in it. But yeah, I couldn't even do anything. Couldn't play it. Couldn't jump into it. And it's a really interesting game. We saw the reveal at the Xbox showcase. I didn't jive with the second one. I did play it, didn't really connect with it properly, but this one looks really good, really fun. A lot of improvements, a lot of new mechanics added, like the whole negotiation thing and things like that. So I was really excited to play it, but I've just not been able to get into it. So it's hard to say, give an impression on the game, what we think, or anything like that, because if I was basing it on the experience I've had so far, this would be a 1 out of 10 because I've not been able to do anything, not been able to get into the game, which, these games were in development for so long, for so many years. You can't tell me they've not looked at other launches of live service games and online multiplayer games and not seen everything that they've gone through where servers are crashing and things like that and not being able to connect and things. Even like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we had issues. Ghostbusters, we had issues. Them type of games. They could have probably looked at it better, done a bit more, but they didn't. And we've kind of can't play the game, and it's quite disappointing, really. So I'm rather disappointed at the moment. But maybe tomorrow, I'll try again tomorrow evening. I've got a free afternoon hopefully from about 4:30ish. So I'm going to try and jump in it tomorrow and have a play.
I want to bring up something that I saw on Twitter that's completely ridiculous about Payday 3, right? And I'm not gonna name this person by name. I follow them and I agree with most of their tweets, but this one I was kind of scratching my head about. Happy to see Payday 3 had so much interest in it that it crashed the servers yesterday. Starbreeze deserves a hit like that. Can't wait to jump in soon. It's like,
I mean, that is probably true. They probably have had the servers because apparently it started working in the middle of the night in America. So like 4 a.m. America time, the servers suddenly were working a bit better, and then as soon as America woke up, they crashed again. So that's true, but that's a really crappy take, and I don't want to crap on a game.
I saw it and I was like,
but
oh,
get your servers sorted because this is a brand new game. I bet Game Passers give it a massive boost in numbers they probably weren't expecting. Yeah, but even then, definitely. It's not good. And if you'd paid for, also just to say, if you bought the gold edition and stuff like that, it gave you early access which you couldn't use because it was down. So just also. Go on quickly. What were you saying, Sentinel?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, Starbreeze deserves a hit like that if they can manage the wait, because if your game doesn't work, especially in early access, you need to give people their money back. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So I mean, they did send me a gold edition, which gives you a dark sterling mask, gold slate gloves, a Skull of Liberty mask, and a season pass year 1, which is hate season passes. Year 1. Oh.
Yeah.
But like I said, I haven't been able to use any of it bar the intro mission, the tutorial single player. We will cover this. We will spotlight this. Try next week when the servers are up. It won't be one of our top 2. It'll probably be the third one we do. But I feel like I don't want to unfairly dismiss it based on server issues. But this is what happens. You should have tested it more. So. And also,
I downloaded it because you guys had mentioned you were going to do a live stream. Right?
Yes.
I downloaded it and tried to do the account thing, and I couldn't even establish an account.
Yeah, it was just broken all the time. So that's the issue. And I saw Stubbs ask why we'd stream to Discord. It's because it's from BMG's Xbox. I can record through OBS fine for me, but we were recording BMG's footage because at the time, I couldn't get on to do Age of Empires and stuff, so he played it and I recorded it. So, yeah. So that's why we do it through Discord. It's not the preferred method, but it allows me to record, say, Sentinels or BMG's footage from my computer, so we can use it on the show, because I can't play and record every single game. As much as I'd love to, it does mean it's a bit easier for me some days. I can be playing something, and then I can literally just click record and not worry about it, and it records all the footage. So it's useful. That I was kind of skeptical about the Discord stuff, but it's useful in that aspect. I don't get the point. I wouldn't see it for like a streamer trying to build up a user base or anything, because one, it's not monetized. Two, you've got to be in that specific Discord and stuff. So I don't know if it's any benefit to that. But I suppose, like I say, if I got stuck on something, someone could maybe watch it while I'm in Discord privately and give me a hand and something. But outside of that, it's not that great. But like I say, we were going to do Payday, but we can't even do that right now. So fingers crossed. I'm just going to quickly check on Twitter while we're live to see if there's any updates.
But it also, it gives us like an opportunity as well. It's not something that we're going to be mainly pulling footage and recording from or anything like that. It's more so, we can jump into a game and other people can join us or just chat to us or just watch what we're playing. So it's people can see what we're playing and join in and interact if they want to. So that's the main reason for it. And it's a good option. It's a good option to have because, it's like with all my setup and stuff like that, PC's upstairs, Xbox and PlayStation's downstairs for the moment. I can't do any capture or anything like that, but I could just literally go and jump on my Xbox thinking, right, I'm going to play Starfield. I'll just stream it as I'm playing, and then people can watch, chat, or not, or if Ash needs footage for a game, I can just jump in and play and hit record and then get so much of it. So it's just got a few benefits, and it's an extra feature. It's an extra feature to have, which is always cool. And it's another integration with Discord.
Yeah. I agree with what Thimber says. He's on about the cloud times are busy. I struggled to get a game I tried other week, like last week, that's just gone. And it was just sat loading. Do you know when you get the little rocket ship flying across like it's loading? It just sat on that for ages, and I just gave up. So either they've given up, or they're not bothering, or there's just that many people playing it now. But I feel like it's more they just don't care than everything.
It's going to be Ubisoft's problem soon.
Yeah, that's it. I literally feel like that's what it is. They're like,
I don't know why they'd switch that shit to Ubisoft, because Ubisoft can't even manage themselves. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but if they're the only ones that wanted it.
Yeah, you never know. And do you know what? This could be exactly what Ubisoft needs to kick itself into gear. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they've been a bit. What's the word? I'm trying to say this in a nice way, but they haven't been the best of form, have they, Ubisoft, in recent years? So
been unmotivated.
Yeah, so maybe this will give them that little niche in the market to grow and stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't know. It could literally lead to nothing. Like, some of it's silly, but other times, like I say, I feel like it could work really well. But we'll see. We'll see, won't we?
We're going to make some money on it because it's like, pretty much Xbox have handed it over to them for X amount of money, and then they can license anything out where they want. They don't need Microsoft's permission. They can do pretty much what they want with the cloud service now. So hopefully that's going to open a few doors to them. More revenue means hopefully more better quality games. But we'll just have to wait and see. And obviously now, as we heard, was it today or yesterday, that the CMA have provisionally approved the deal, so that's pretty much says it's all going through. So now Ubisoft can start making their plans to.
What was their date? What did they say? October 4th,
18th,
right? For third place?
No, October 18th.
October 18th, something like that. So
that's the deadline, but you could hear beforehand. They could make a decision tomorrow.
That's like 3 to 4 weeks.
After.
It's so weird. Why put out a preliminary? We think it's fine. Either say it's fine or it's not fine. Don't say we think it might be fine. Like, what is the effing point of that?
Well, based on what they've got and the remedies Microsoft have offered, they've said all's good. But now, between now and October 18th, before they make the final decision, they give a chance for third-party businesses and consumers to come forward and say, why is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? And the reasons why. So your likes of PlayStation, Amazon, Netflix now, because Netflix is gaming, all your third-party sort of companies, your Ubisofts and things like that, all to come forward and pretty much say what do they think of the deal, how do they think it's going to affect them now if it goes through with the whole cloud thing.
So basically, they've got Jim Ryan emailing furiously from all his burner accounts.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, and then
BMG's gonna drive there and he's gonna say, "No, don't do it, please." He's gonna show up on their steps, make a last minute plea, please.
I'm gonna show there in protest in my birthday suit,
right.
Showing him all the belt marks down your back from Uncle Jim.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll take a shit on the doorstep if I have to. I will help this deal get blocked.
But it does look like it's
Jesus.
probably heading towards being completed. And thank God, I can't wait for it to just be done so we can move on to the next thing, which will be who are they buying next, or who's Sony buying in retaliation and stuff.
Yeah, but I'll tell you who they're not buying next, though, because it's part of the conditions
Ubisoft.
of they're not allowed to buy shares or outright buy Ubisoft for at least 10 years.
But so what happens if a conglomerate buys Ubisoft and they buy the conglomerate?
They would have to sell off Ubisoft.
Would they have to sell off Ubisoft?
Yeah, with cloud.
I'm not saying, and I know we've talked about this to the end of time stuff and purchasers and stuff, and we're all worn out by it. But Embracer came out and said they'd be willing to fucking offload some of their companies. I'm like, please get Crystal Dynamics. That's all I want. I don't give fucking rest of Embracer's just dead now. Apart from the Lord of the Rings IP, which is sad that Embracer are gonna bum it into the ground, and Crystal Dynamics. So I'd love Xbox to get Crystal Dynamics, and it's just what the hell. Obviously, Embracer just had no clue what they were doing. The fact that they've had to shut studios down, cancel everything, laid tons of people off, and then sell off studios. I mean, the financial plans they were working on clearly were written by.
How soon after they closed Volition did a lot of this news come out? About them,
it just piled out, did it? It was just like every other couple of days. I think everything's happening at once, but then obviously info's rolling out. But yeah, say goodbye to your Knights of the Old Republic remake. That's gone out the window now. Got no chance.
We're doing anyway, was it? It wasn't really going anywhere.
Yeah. But maybe this was the plan all along. Screw a load of people out the jobs to make them look like they're all in a lifeboat sinking, and then Microsoft comes along and scoops up a load of the studios.
Could be anyone. I could see them all picking that carcass. Amazon will be in there.
You know what? I'll say this, though. It's like I don't even mind if PlayStation buys these up and makes them exclusive. I don't want Amazon or Google to touch them. Because they suck. They suck.
Jim Ryan has said, he says, they are going to lean more heavily into mergers and acquisitions because they need to. They need to make more. He's pretty much said, we need more first party. We need more first party studios. We need more our studios that we have to make more games quicker. And how that's going to work and how that goes, I don't know. But I think you could see PlayStation pretty much, turning up to the buffet table and trying a few of the finger foods and. I'll have a bit of Crystal Dynamics. Lara
you know what though? Today. I mean, it's like Tomb Raider was a PlayStation exclusive back in the day anyway. So if they picked up Crystal Dynamics and made it a PlayStation exclusive, especially now that we're not seeing Uncharted anymore, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It would be cool. I think people would be all right with it.
Yeah. Uncharted's coming back. Don't worry about Uncharted. Nathan Drake's coming back.
Uncharted is not coming back. Yeah, Nathan Drake is going to be in a wheelchair by the time Uncharted comes back.
You just don't worry about Uncharted. That is coming back.
He'll be like a great grandpa. He'll be like Indiana Jones lumbering through the action scenes.
You leave Indiana Jones alone. Right, kick him out. You Harrison. Ford hater you.
But at least Xbox, they can't moan, like, you can't moan that Xbox are unorganically buying or stuff if they did get Crystal Dynamics, because they're working with Crystal Dynamics. Literally, Crystal Dynamics is making first party IP for them right now. So,
or are they?
Yeah,
because they've just let a load of staff go.
Nah,
so are they now?
No, the Crystal Dynamics stuff was all PR people and social media people and stuff. So, but I could see them working well. They clearly have and I'm sure one of the guys from Xbox is the head of Crystal Dynamics right now, which helps.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to speculate all the time because we don't know. We'll see. There's loads out there, though. There's loads. Gearbox could go somewhere. I think Gearbox would do well at PlayStation.
They're up for sale, aren't they?
Well,
they're the ones they've announced that's up for sale.
Who knows?
Gearbox.
Who knows? I watched a What Happens videos earlier, Matt McMuscle's What Happens about the Saints Row game, and I'm sure they said they could have sold Volition and they just chose not to. Apparently, there was even offers for it. I'm sure that's what I listened to. I might just be getting that wrong, but it's crazy. So I don't know. Does PlayStation have the best relationship with Crystal Dynamics, Stubbs? Do they? What's Crystal Dynamics done on PlayStation in a long time? Like,
they've had the past relationship,
Yeah.
but where that's at now, who knows? Because everything's pretty much been multi-platform.
technically, right? Crystal Dynamics are making exclusive games for Amazon and for Xbox right now. So,
Oh, you know what though? I will say they made Spider-Man for Marvel's Avengers, but that's probably the limit of how much exclusivity they've had with PlayStation. I'm just being serious. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't have a good relationship. We don't know, but
yeah,
that's just what we've got so far.
and technically before that, you had the exclusive Xbox Tomb Raider games for a long while, which were Crystal Dynamics. See what I mean? So,
well, yeah, and that was what during the Xbox 360 era.
No,
right?
Xbox One. It was Shadow.
Okay,
was it Shadow or Rise or Shadow was exclusive?
Rise of the Tomb Raider was a timed exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bang out of order. Xbox.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Bang out
Funny
of
as
order.
fuck.
Bang out of order.
But I could see them going to Eva, and they'd do great at Eva. Like, if they could do their own sort of stuff, I think they'd do great stuff with Xbox and with PlayStation. But my God, please don't go to Amazon. The fact that Amazon have got like a Tomb Raider
don't go to
game.
Amazon or Tencent. Don't go to Amazon. Don't go
Amazon
to
are
Tencent.
publishing the next Tomb Raider game, which scares me massively. So I would rather.
Seem to be idiots.
But I honestly think they would do well at either. Gearbox would be great for either of them as well. But hey,
we're forgetting one company. We're forgetting one company that might buy them. Netflix. Netflix have been on a spree.
I was going to say that.
They've been on a spree
because Netflix is like, oh, we're gonna make Borderlands now an interactive television show. Oh Jesus, please don't.
Yeah, they would. They would. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I hope Netflix don't.
Borderlands every single episode. There you go. Oh.
The horrible company.
Netflix, you leave Netflix alone. They've
all
just given me a new season of Only Sunny in Philadelphia.
They're apparently
awesome.
in the new year, as well as Amazon and Disney, going to be putting adverts in paid fucking tiers. No offense, as soon as a video subscription service sticks an advert in a show or movie that I am paying a fucking subscription to watch,
yes,
I am stopping subscribing. I've already cancelled Disney. I've cancelled my Paramount Plus. I only keep Amazon because it's got Amazon Prime. But honestly, if they start sticking trailers and adverts in the middle of stuff I'm paying for already, I may as well just fucking have Sky or whatever it's called in America, cable, because that's what they're basically doing.
Sky, you can fast forward the ads.
You gotta go old school. DVDs or Blu-rays. There you go.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that. I don't want to get up. But I'll be have to don the old eye patch and flag and check out Sea of Thieves PvE servers. It should be amazing.
We need to support these companies. We need to keep them going.
No, we
Watch the
don't.
ad.
I hope we
Don't be.
all. Look, do you know what? Right, I used to love Disney Plus. I think Disney Plus was great if you have kids. And then if you look
Yeah.
at like Disney Plus put out an update of what they have every single week releasing, and I'd be embarrassed if I was the person putting this list out. I will literally show you like this is this week's new release list. Where is it? So here we go. This is their big list. You get one episode of Ashoka. You get
Oh, yeah.
3 episodes or 4 episodes of The Ghost and Molly McGee, and 4 episodes of PJ Masks Power Heroes and The Making of Secret Invasion. That's it. That is not enough content for a subscription service that charges so much with so many fucking amazing IP and back catalogue. There are so many Disney
Yeah.
TV shows and cartoons that they haven't put onto the bloody service yet. So they need to delve and bring them out instead of just ripping us off.
Yeah.
So they can screw. I ain't paying that shit. I'll
Like
watch
those
it other
80s,
ways.
those 80s and the 80s and 90s live action movies that are like lost in the vault. There you go. Bring those back.
I'll tell you what's just dropped on Amazon Prime today. I've just seen it before, and I'm quite looking forward to watching it. The Continental. It's the John Wick,
When does that come
universe
out?
thing. It's out now. It's today. Now.
Ooh,
So episode 1 is live.
I'll have to watch that tomorrow then. I didn't realise it was out already.
Yeah. I'd seen it pop up before because I've got Sky, and I've logged in my Amazon, my Netflix, and my Disney Plus. It integrates it all into like the main screen with Sky, so you're getting stuff, seeing new stuff from all the different subscriptions and what have you. And that popped up before, and I thought, oh, I've got to watch that. I've got to watch it. Whether it's good or not, we'll soon see. But definitely be worth a watch.
But Mel Gibson's in it. It's going to be ace.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I hope he's on a rant, shouting how bad Jesus is and stuff like that.
He's apparently Mel Gibson is the owner of the Continental.
Oh, he's the manager.
And there's also young Winston, so like it explains how Winston ends up taking over from Mel Gibson.
Muppet says it's meh.
Crazy.
Yeah, but Muppet's got bad taste, so we never know.
And he's ginger.
Exactly. He's got no soul, so
yeah. Muppet, you'll enjoy that game coming to PlayStation, that walking simulator. You play a fat ginger guy and you just walk around.
You'd love it. It'd be like looking in a mirror. David Cohen's put streaming is cheaper than cable. It reduces those expensive cables. No, it doesn't. If you've got Paramount Plus, you got Disney Plus, you got Netflix, you got Amazon, you're paying like 50 quid a month, 60 quid a month. It's more expensive. Like if you combine them all to get the same amount of content, which you're not getting anymore because they've all cut down on the amount they've got like unique content. When you look at like Amazon and Netflix and all the new films they keep adding in, 90% of them are what was literally on the other one. Like I'm looking on Netflix, it's like Leaving Soon, all these horror films because it's October and obviously the license is up. On Amazon, it's like, look at all these films coming now. You're like, what? So I honestly think they've took the piss with streaming and got away with it for too long, and it's all gonna come crumbling down. Hopefully, Game Pass and PS Plus don't make that same mistake.
Fimber's pretty much admitting he used to watch. He says, all I used to watch is animated series with adult themes. He watched anime porn. That is what you're saying, Fimber. You used to watch anime porn. That is what that statement says. Go for it, son.
Yeah, we know. We all know what he's doing. Yep.
Right, we'll jump on to our second spotlight game this week, which was Party Animals. Now, this is also out on Xbox Game Pass as well. I think it's an Xbox console launch exclusive, so it's basically a silly little party game where you play as these little chubby animals and you sort of slap each other and stuff like that and have to complete mini games. Am I right, BMG?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you literally it's think
Physics
Fall
based,
Guys.
Physics
Yeah,
based.
Fall
Like
Guys type game.
what's that one? It's on Xbox already. What's it called? Where it's like
Fall Guys.
no, not
Human Fall Flat.
Human Fall Flat. It's like that as well.
Hmm.
It's not
Ooh.
bad if you like those types of games. I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially with friends.
Yes.
But if you're not if you're not a fan of how the bodies move and how you're supposed to pick stuff up, you're not gonna like this game either. You know, but you got to keep an open mind when you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a little bit of a play. We've had a lot of fun.
Gang Beasts. Yeah, Gang Beasts as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much
Gang
like that,
Beasts.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's £15.49 if you want to buy it and not obviously get it with your Game Pass subscription. For the standard edition, there is also a deluxe edition for £23.49. Now this includes 1,300 Nemo books, which is like in-game currency, which you can buy with real money to spend in the shop, which it's very much like Fall Guys with how expensive everything is for all these stupid little costumes. However, they are getting an Ori Will and the Wisps crossover coming very soon. They announced at the Tokyo Game Show, which is cool. But with the deluxe edition, you also get a bathrobe outfit and a golden outfit as well. So if you think that's worth an extra tenner, knock yourselves out, guys, and enjoy it. But yeah, it is a fun little game. As you can see, here's me helping the other team like an idiot because I didn't realize I was on red and they're playing on blue. But hey, we learn. We live and we learn. I played with Fabio as well the other night, and we played this level on a bridge, and you have to basically be the last person on the bridge, so you can throw people off, and you can it collapses as you're playing and stuff like that. That was really, really fun, and we ended up winning. It was like a co-op team game, and it was me and Fabio versus all these other teams, and there was lots of rounds there. I think we ended up playing about 12 rounds before we got to the end. So yes, you can as well unlock characters and like skins by leveling up, but they're just not as good or as varied as the shop is basically. So I mean, what did you think to it then, BMG?
It was a bit of fun. It's not something I don't think I'll play long term. It's just one of the things you get a couple of friends together and it's just a good laugh. They're, physics based. The movement's all over the place, but that's how it's designed. But where you can just like grip onto people and not let go, and you're each trying to drag each other off. I think we was on the train before, and I chucked a guy off, but he had hold of me as well, so I fell off as well. So I'm clinging on, and then he's holding on to me, so we're there flapping away, and then a sign comes by and whacks him off, and I jumps up and I thought, hey, awesome. So it's got some really good funny moments, variety of maps, different things to do. There's a football one. I tried the football one, and absolutely useless at, but yeah, fun game. Not something I'd play long term. Just probably once now and again, maybe for like streaming or something like that. But yeah, definitely not as a long term game. But it was fun. It was fun, and it's again, I could probably see me playing it a couple more times before packing it in. But then it depends what they add to it, what new things come into it, what different things they do. But yeah, I'd recommend playing it. I do recommend playing it.
Yeah,
Especially
I
when you
don't think
can't
it's
play
going to be a
Payday
long
3.
game though. Like
Mm.
Back from the Dead says he played it for 2 hours and it's 2 hours of his life he wanted back. I honestly feel like unless there's more variety to it and stuff, it will get not I want to say boring, but repetitive quickly. So
Yeah. I've only experienced 3 maps. So I think there's 12. Is there's 12 maps and
something
like some
like that.
yeah. So I'd probably play it a couple more times just to try it
I
out.
didn't think the games were that good though. They were a bit meh. Like Fall Guys, they're at least like fast paced, and it reminds me of Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
oh god, I started watching the new Takeshi's Castle on Amazon. That sucks. Whoever thought, you know what, we'll get rid of Craig Charles's great narration and put Romnash and some other guy on who both sound like they're just not interested most of the time. It's sad because the new Takeshi's Castle have done it all up. It's got like better environments and graphics and stuff like that and cameras and stuff. But then those two, while sometimes funny, are nowhere near like Craig Charles level of awesome on it. So I'm disappointed on that. But hey, I'm just seeing what's in chat. Dave Cohen, he's happy to see Xbox Live gone. It didn't pay off for Microsoft. It's the same thing, though. It's still the same thing, really. Gold is gold. Gold is Game Pass Core. It's the same thing. They're still making the same money from it and stuff like that. You just get a fancy new badge now.
I want that badge.
It's automatically applied, I think. It's on your
Oh, is it?
profile, I believe so.
I didn't notice it, but I need to look. I want that gold badge.
But yeah, like Stubbs says, it's literally done the same as what PlayStation have done. So now, like next month, they could be like, we've got like 80 million Game Pass subscribers, when really they've got the same amount plus the sort of like 60 million or some Xbox Live Gold members joined together. But the list you get, the big game list that you get with Core is absolutely fantastic. If you're not that bothered about all the games available like day one, and you just want some like classic Xbox games, it's like that PlayStation Classics collection. It's a really solid little lineup they're giving you for your standard. And to be fair, the games we've had with Gold for the last sort of decade have been shocking. So
yeah, that core lineup is actually pretty good, especially if you don't game that much and you just want every now and then to jump on the Xbox and play. You know, but it's not, you don't have to play the newest stuff. It's not a bad lineup, you know. So I would say casual to semi-serious gamers, it's still a decent lineup.
I think it would bring a lot of people in, though, because you'll play a few and be like, I can play more of these games. Oh, I've got Forza Horizon here, but I can play other Forza games with this if I pay a bit more. I think it'll, because I tried explaining it, and honestly, people laugh and say like, why is it so difficult? But my sister-in-law got an Xbox, and I was like, you get Game Pass. She's like, what's that? I'm already paying for it. I'm like, what have you got? She's like, that one where I play online. I'm like, no, that's Gold, Xbox Live Gold. She's like, what? And honestly, like normies that aren't massive into gaming don't get the difference. They all just think it's the same shit. They're like, I'm paying for Xbox and PlayStation. They like, Mister's got PlayStation, but it like trying to explain the difference between PlayStation Plus and all the tiers to her, she wouldn't have a clue. So it's normal, isn't it? So when we're in this sort of vacuum chamber we're all in, with all those like hardcore sort of, we play regular gamers, we play more than like 2 games, we don't just play FIFA and Tekken and not Tekken, Fortnite and stuff.
Don't besmirch Tekken. Don't do it.
I like Tekken. I like the look of the new Tekken. I saw it at WASD and I want to play it. I'll probably pick it up at launch. Not at launch day, but I'll pick it up pretty soon. That's a game they should get on Game Pass. I want some more fighting games on Game Pass. That's what I want.
You know what? Phil needs to pull out some of that money and help them make a Tekken Tag Tournament 3. That's what they need.
Do you know what? I miss the days when the fighting game was on every console, and then every console got an exclusive character. None of this bollocks, it's going to be exclusive to one platform. It was like PlayStation, you get Hayachi, Nintendo gets Link, and then Xbox got Spawn for some reason, which I was fine with because Spawn was awesome. But you could put Master Chief in there punching people, just saying. But
well, now it would be the Doomslayer. There you go.
But I agree, Sappho. I think people have forgotten how to have fun. I think a lot of people just go, oh, it's not AAA, I'm not bothered. I've had so much fun with indie and like games like that, stupid games. I have the best fun with. Do you know what? I can always, what's it called? I'm gonna have a quick look. There's a game, Nippon Marathon. I will put that on all the time and play that for like half an hour at a time. And what is it? It's basically a weird Japanese game where you can play as a man in a schoolgirl's outfit, racing like a man in a lobster outfit through a city to the end. But it's just stupid and fun. So but there's all sorts. David Cohen, why isn't the new Avatar Last Airbender game on Game Pass? Probably because they didn't pay for it. But I would play it if they did. It does look quite a nice little Avatar game. I've never been into Avatar. I don't think I've ever watched it. I played the Avatar game for 5 minutes to get the 1000 gamer score on the 360, but I never played the what do you call it? I never watched the series or played any of the other games. So this one looks all right. I'd probably give it a go if it did come to some sort of subscription service. Also, always love a new Pretty Girls game. Hey, Finbar, if they keep sending us games to review, I'm going to review them. So you must love those. That's why you love those Pretty Girls games, because you're into your hentai. It all makes sense now, Finbar. That's it.
Anime porn.
Yeah.
His fetish. Finbar's Fabio's fetish.
Oh, right. So we're going to quickly talk about some of the deals that are on this week. I'm assuming you guys haven't got anything, so I'm just going to go over them quickly. So,
I mean, I did have the Resident Evil one last week, but I didn't talk about it.
Oh, I know, Bell. On Xbox, there's a couple going on right now. There's a Tokyo Game Show sale up to 75% off. Ends on the 25th of the 9th. Loads of anime games for your ear, Thimber, that you may like. I keep meaning to pick up Contra Rogue Corps. I know it's a terrible game, but I just want to add it to my collection. And Chrono Cross, while it's 50% off, is a good price. It's not the best port, but it's the only one on Xbox. So all sorts. Dark Souls, Final Fantasies are on sale. Dead Risings are on sale. Yakuza's are on sale. Even though they have announced that Yakuza is coming to Game Pass soon. So there's loads of stuff there on sale for anyone interested. Kingdom Hearts.
Didn't they say both of the new Yakuza games are going to be day one on Game Pass?
Yes.
Well,
Jesus, that's crazy.
Insin's already out, isn't
yeah,
it?
Like Inshin's coming later, but
Inshin.
the next release will be day one, they've said.
Oh my
The man
God.
who erased his name.
That's insane.
There's all sorts.
Yeah, PlayStation's the same with the
Yeah.
Tokyo Game Show sale. I think they're up to, hang on one second, up to 65% off. Like Resident Evil 4 is 43% off, £31.34. Sekiro, $29.99. Resident Evil Village, if you haven't played it, which is the latest entry in the Resident Evil, as in the main line, £17.49, which is, I would say, is fairly cheap. Octopath Traveler, $37.49. Like a Dragon, Inshin, $35.99. No, that's Final Fantasy Reunion. I don't know that one. What's that one?
Final Fantasy Reunion?
Yeah. Final Fantasy. Oh, Final Fantasy 7 Reunion.
Oh, that's the remake, isn't it?
No, the remake's Renegade, and then it's Rebirth. I have no idea. But yeah, like Dragon Ball Z2 is... Oh no, they're characters, so ignore that. There's a load of characters that are on for sale. Tekken 7 is on sale, but it's also for £10.44, the Definitive Edition.
Nice.
But it's also included in PlayStation Plus Extra. Let's have a scroll through. There's a lot of characters that they're putting on sale. Dark Souls 3, $22.49. Mega Man Legacy Collection, $32.99. Again, loads of characters. There's Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, $24.99. So, and I didn't realize AEW Fight Forever was is that part of Japanese? Is that done by a Japanese developer? Because that's $39.99 if anyone's interested.
Nice. Also, Grand Theft Auto 5, Sentinel's favourite game, is 67% off on Xbox. So
buy it.
Jesus Christ! It should need to be 100% off. That was a PS3 game. Get the fuck out of here.
I need to buy it. I need to go and see if I can get it on Switch or something.
Oh my God! It's a PS3 game. They got a PS4, Xbox One port. They've been milking the hell out of it for 10 years. It's like Rockstar Games, enough already. Ridiculous.
It's a good game. I don't know what your problem is against it.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4 is a good game as well, but it came.
Grand Theft Auto 4 is a bad game. That is a bad, poor game.
No, you're just upset because they stole your image for Nico Bellic and they didn't pay you anything.
It's a bad character, bad story, bad voice acting.
Yeah.
But there's all sorts. There's all sorts on sale. There's also, obviously, you've got your weekly sales with some cool games there. Just showing them on screen right now. Lots of retro as well, like the Strikers and stuff like that. They all look awesome. So yeah, check them out, guys. Check them out. Like I say, they will be changing on Tuesday on Xbox. The sales tend to run until Tuesday. So if you want anything, make sure you get in before it's too late. Right, let's have a look. What's chat going on about? All about Yakuza. I can't be asked to follow it. Sorry, guys. I'm sure it's fantastic. So I'm just going to quickly have a look what sort of news we've got this week. We've covered the majority that we really want to. One thing, like I say, we're getting the Sea of Thieves PvE servers, which has caused a lot of people online to cry who only like to play and grief players. I think it's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to the PvE servers. I know a lot of people are. So I can see that having a massive uptake in players when that happens. Rockstar's made its own sort of mini game pass. Have you seen that with GTA Plus? Basically, now if you pay for GTA Plus, you're now getting like the old Definitive Edition trilogy included with it, and they're going to be putting in other old Rockstar games in and out of the service. So I think that's quite interesting. I'm not going to personally pay for GTA Plus. I don't know about you guys. What about chat? Would you guys pay for GTA Plus just to get the old GTA games? Both these guys have now gone muted and offline, so I don't know where they've gone. They've died.
You know, I bought all of them at launch because I'm a big Grand Theft Auto guy, and yeah, I agree with the general sentiment that they could have been in a lot better shape. I bought them on Xbox. I didn't buy them on PlayStation because you can't really, you couldn't play like Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City on PlayStation. And I said, oh shit. So I went ahead and bought the entire trilogy at launch, and I did a video on it. But all the complaints about it were right, because Grove Street Games did such a shit job, and there are people in the gaming community that work like 9 to 5 at other jobs, non-gaming related jobs, and they came in and for 20 minutes they could fix what Grove Street Games couldn't do in 6 months. It's ridiculous. It's like Rockstar Games needs to really pay attention to who they have working on these projects, and if that's what they're offering with this GTA Plus or whatever the hell their program is, I mean, it's not worth the money. Even if you like Grand Theft Auto, it's still not worth it. Just buy these games on sale.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't sign up for GTA Plus. You're just funding Rockstar's greed. We've had Division 3 announced, but it's going to be a long time coming, so we don't really have to go into that. We talked about this yesterday on the...
You know what, though? That's fine. That's fine, because I'd rather them take their time and get it right than launch something like Starbreeze did and it be broken at launch and no one can play it.
Yeah. No, agreed. We're also getting... This is something I'm interested in, because obviously there was the Tokyo Game Show the other day. Microsoft had their showcase, and honestly, it wasn't very good. Like, it was interesting enough, but there wasn't anything a major announced. Not that we were really expecting it or anything, but Ace Attorney Trilogy joins Xbox Game Pass on September 26th. Now, is that the one that's been out for many, many years? So I've got that one, so it's no bonus for me, but it is nice for new players. So the new game is coming out in January, so I suppose that's why they're sticking it on there. They had like the head of Square Enix roll out and just be like, "Hello, I look really uncomfortable, but just letting you know we are looking at putting games on Xbox, just not yet. Octopath Traveler's coming next year." And that was it. Literally looked like Phil was stood behind the camera with a shotgun pointed at him, and he was reading some sort of fucking like like ransom demand. Do you know what I mean? He just didn't look like he did not want to be there at all. So
it was one of those little pocket pistols, and he's like, you gotta think about the whole fucking cloak and dagger Cold War type of shit. It was one of those little pistols, that you can't see, but he's standing there holding him at gunpoint. And he's like, you better read it, or
yeah,
or otherwise you're gonna get it.
You tell them Octopath Traveler 2's coming. You tell them. And he also talked about the new Dragon Quest game that's out next week, but that we already knew that. It's been up on pre-order for ages, so it wasn't coming to Game Pass or anything, so it was kind of a bit of a waste of time. We're gonna have to shame you now. Back from the Dead says he pays for GTA Plus. So
oh my god!
Ooh, no.
Oh Jesus! I'm gonna get that man some help.
yeah, put him out his misery because that's just sad. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. We'll get an intervention for you. Sad times. He also said the Sea of Thieves PV servers wish they didn't handicap people so hard. The thing is, though, you get a lot less gold, but you can literally fill your ship to the brim with treasure chests and not have to worry, because you don't have to worry that every 10 minutes someone's going to come and absolutely wreck you. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I'm not bothered. Like, it's more for me to play the Tall Tales and get the achievements and stuff that are really hard to get when people are griefing you all the time. So I'm quite happy with it. I'll just play the story mode. The final Monkey Island DLC is out as well next week. So
I've not even played the first bit because I've never been invited.
well, you did. You just didn't turn up. So we played without you.
How's it work? I don't count.
But I definitely recommend checking out all the Square Enix games that are coming. Like I say, the new Dragon Age, I am looking forward to. Looks really good. I never thought it would be on Game Pass day one. It would be nice, but it'll probably come later. All the other Dragon Quest games have come to Game Pass like 6 months after launch on Xbox. But I'm hoping to pick it up. I'll probably pick it up as soon as I can afford it. It does look really cool. But yeah, the Tokyo Game Show for me was okay. There was all the games looked all right. There just wasn't anything with the way Phil and that turned up and they were hyping it up you thought they'd at least have some kind of decent announcement. And in the end, there wasn't a lot to it. I mean, when it's bad when they start talking about Fallout 76 on it and shit like that. You're just like, no. And like, Pocket Pairs bringing Pal World to Xbox next year. I'm sure they announced that for Xbox like 10 years ago. And it's still coming soon.
It would have been perfect to have Kojima there.
Yeah, anything.
The next major announcement. The next major announcement is going to be Starfield 76. Oh Jesus! And the whole thing's going to crash if too many people are on at one time.
just to sort of go through it. So they announced that Party Animals was getting an Ori crossover, which is great, but it's not launching that day. Then they announced obviously that the Ace Attorney trilogy was coming to Game Pass. Then Pal World is coming to Xbox and PC next year, which we've already seen Pal World loads. They showed off a Hakone circuit for Forza, which is a nice looking circuit, but it's just another video of Forza Motorsport. Then Atlas came out and showed us Persona 5 Tactica, which we've already seen. Then obviously we had the Square Enix guy talk about Dragon Quest and saying Octopath Traveler 2 is coming to Xbox next year. Then they announced a game called Althea. The Wrath of a Fairy is coming to Xbox and PC. That looked all right. They showed off some new gameplay for Mineko's Night Market, which is coming to Game Pass in October. Then we looked at Persona 3 Reload. Then we had Fallout 76's Atlantic City update. Then we had some more of Wolong Fallen Dynasty, so some DLCs coming to that. Then they announced the 2 Like a Dragon games are coming to Game Pass. Then they had some Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes gameplay, which that was the prequel is on Game Pass. We covered it on the channel as well, but the full game is coming next year. Then they said that Elder Scrolls Online is being fully localized in Japanese, which is great for Japanese people. Then the PUBG team teased a new update for one of the maps. Then they announced My Lovely Empress for Xbox and PC, which was probably one of the more interesting things on the show. Then Capcom confirmed that Exoprimal Season 2 is coming in October. And then someone announced a new game, Hotel Barcelona, and then that was it. So all in all, it was a bit of a naff show in general. There was an all right game shown, but it wasn't great in my opinion. And some of the games were good, but other than that,
It sufficed.
yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, still when they show stuff off at the Game Awards at the end of the year, that has some good shows and better than the Summer Games Fest. Let's talk about our last spotlight game for 5-10, and then we'll jump into 20 questions, and we'll also quickly cover the Xbox leaks as well. So we talked about this earlier, but we also played some Broforce. Now, Broforce recently got a update called the Broforce Forever update. Now, this is the final update for the game, and it offers an improved and expanded campaign with 6 new bros, 4 new democracy-spreading challenge levels, and loads of bug fixes. So it's more of the same. It's currently, like I say, on Game Pass as well. It's such a fun game. I've played this on pretty much every platform it's been on. But this was your first time playing it, wasn't it, BMG?
Yeah. I've never played it before. I've heard of it, but I never played it. So it came to Game Pass. So I thought we'd give it a try, and it was good fun. It was something a bit different. Art style's okay, it's nice. The AI is a bit not very good. As you can see on screen here, I just keep shooting the shit out of everything because I just thought it was amusing. But the characters are quite cool, you know. The different takes on Terminator, Blade, Rambo, Dirty Harry. For some reason, Will Smith from Men in Black, which just didn't make much sense. Indiana Jones, which also didn't make any sense. MacGyver and things like that. But it was fun. It was fun. It's literally you just try and get through from one end to the other, kill the devil. Why the devil? It's the devil, I don't know. Jump on the helicopter and go. But it was good fun. I destroyed more of the environment than anything else because pretty much everything's destructible. So I made the game harder for ourselves.
Yes, you
But
did.
yeah, I did. I very, very much did. Died many, many, many a time. Sometimes died literally within starting. Like you just can see here now, I've just destroyed the bridge. Which because I just thought it would be the best thing to do, and I was completely wrong. But yeah, different variety of different characters, all different skills and things to do, and it was a good game. It was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. Would I keep going back playing it? No, it's not a game I'd constantly go back to, but it's something I wouldn't mind jumping into now and again with friends. I think you could have up to 4 people.
Yeah, I believe it's 4-player co-op. Basically, in each level, there are people in cages, like captured, and every time you free so many of them, they unlock a new bro. So you start off with like 1, and then you unlock 1, and you get a new character, and then a new character. And every time you unlock one once you've unlocked all the characters as well, basically when you unlock a new bro, you sort of change to that character, and they also give you an extra life. So when you die, you go back to the previous one and stuff like that, or it's used for like checkpoints and stuff. But they added like 6 new ones: Seth Brondel or Brondel, Zebro, which is basically Xena, which is amazing, Desperabro, which is obviously from Desperado, and Demolition Bro Gummer. So yeah, loads of cool, stupid things. So and Brophy the Vampire Slayer as well, I believe, as well is one of them.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, it's stupid, it's fun, it's crazy. Has local co-op up to 4-player and online co-op up to 4-player as well. So I highly recommend it. It's priced at $12.49 normally. Currently, you can pick it up for $9.99 with Game Pass because you get the discount, or you can just play it with your Game Pass subscription. But I completed this on when it originally came out on PC, and then I bought it on PlayStation 4 and played it again. And I'm probably going to play it through to the end again on Xbox now. It's on. I say that I actually own it, so I bought it on Xbox as well. So I'll probably play through the campaign there as well. So I'm looking forward to it. But if any of you guys play Broforce in the chat, let us know in the comments. And also make sure you hit that like button, guys. Thank you to everyone who's been watching us. Obviously, this is a new show compared to the one we've been doing for 2 years now with the XPL Party Podcast, the PlayStation Network Party Podcast, and stuff like that. It's a bit of a different setup, a different sort of focus, different day and time. Obviously, it's Saturdays we know isn't great for everyone, but thank you to everyone who does watch along with us live, checks us out, subscribes to the channel. Even bigger shout out to all the members. You guys absolutely rock. Have you played Broforce then Sentinel? Because like it seems like it's made for you, like America lovers.
Wow. Oh my god, are you serious? No, I haven't played it.
I think you should, mate. It'd be like your game of the year. You play that while playing America Fuck Yeah song in the background. You'd be well at home. You'd love it.
Living in America.
Yeah, yet half the rock on my phone was probably either English or Scottish rock bands. I mean,
You're a Take That fan, aren't you?
He is. He loves it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of a Take That song now. Oh, what's the one from Stardust? That's an alright Take That song.
That Rule the World.
Rule the world.
I don't really limit myself to like games that like American dude bros like they love Gears and shit like that, and I'm like, I'm pretty open minded. So games that are popular like in different countries, I try to play and
try and Americanize them.
Yeah, I'm not.
Let me guess, Sentinel. Did you ever own? And I bet you did. America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted.
I'm sure it's called America's Most Wanted. Let me just have a look. America's Most Wanted.
Oh, is that the one where you had to hunt down the terrorists?
It was.
That was a show on TV. That was a show on TV.
Yeah, you had to go and hunt down like Osama
bin Laden.
Yeah.
I swear he was in a PS2 game. Yeah, what was it called?
Yeah, America's Most Wanted. I'm sure it was.
There was one called Fugitive Hunter War on Terror as well.
No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that.
But I swear there was one. It was like America's 10 Most Wanted, and you had to hunt down like terrorists. I bet you played that every day.
A US Marshal or some shit. No, I never owned it. I never played it.
Why?
I read about it. I read about it in GamePro, I think, but it never interested me. I was like, whatever.
Yeah. Go around the world hunting all the 10.
It's like back in those days, I was very specific with what I liked. So a lot of it was Rockstar games, like Ace Combat, Metal Gear Solid, stuff like that. I didn't
GTA 5.
They didn't have GTA 5 back then, but well, I mean, GTA 5 isn't a bad game per se. It's just and my biggest complaint about GTA 5 is that they had some great DLC lined up, right? Franklin and Lamar are in Los Santos. The zombie apocalypse happens. They leave the city. They go out to find Trevor and say, hey, man, you see all this crazy shit going on? And he's already a zombie by the time they get to his trailer. He tries to attack him. They have to kill him. That was all in the DLC they had planned. And they canceled it to focus only on GTA Online. And it's like, Jesus, that would have been so phenomenal as a DLC. That would have been amazing. But they canceled it because of GTA Online. So it's not even GTA 5. It's GTA Online that's been connected at the hip with GTA 5 that I dislike. So the game GTA 5 itself is cool, but it's just GTA Online has fucked everything up. I mean, that's just straight, That's me calling it straight. That's not pulling any punches. That's how it is. And that, what, that's coming from a GTA fan, because you got all these little 13-year-olds that are playing that shit, using their daddy's credit cards to buy jet bikes and all kinds of other shit, and it screws it up for everybody. It screws it up for everybody.
Disappointing.
I know. I did see that game, though, that you were talking about, but I was never interested in it. I think that's kind of cliche and stupid, so I'm not going to pick it up.
It's cool. Saddam Hussein stood there and you get to shoot him in the head and stuff like that. It was fun.
But they actually referenced him in the first Army of Two. One of the bad guys was talking about Saddam Hussein in Army of Two. But I think, I was like, that's kind of, very cliche that a Middle Eastern guy is going to be like, oh, I love Saddam or some shit like that. And I'm like, what the hell is this shit?
Like they're all best mates.
Yeah, right?
Me and Saddam on call.
It was made by Electronic Arts, so no big surprise.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you what, though, I got my Steam Deck. I'm actually surprised how big it was. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it turned out to be, so...
It's pretty cool, though. It looks like it has a nice display.
Yeah, it does. I went for the middle one. I didn't go for the like tempered glass expensive one. But yeah, so far, like I say, I'm quite enjoying it. I've been trying to get stuff to run that shouldn't be on it, like natively, which is always nice. So, but yeah, the stuff I have played, like I played Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed because I played that on the 360 and everything. Really fun playing it with all the buttons and stuff. So
have you got Game Pass installed on it?
No, I haven't yet. I'm going to. Like I say, I put the emulators on that I haven't configured the emulators, but I've installed them all so they work. And then I've been trying to get Lord of the Rings Online to work literally all day. So that was like 30 gig to download. So now it's downloaded and installed and it logs in. I can.
It's funny, right?
Now fix that.
I didn't like any of the Lord of the Rings games, but I love the Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War. I love those games, but I didn't like Lord of the Rings. It was, it's just like I like combat, but I don't necessarily like the whole Lord of the Rings lore. So.
And that where because Lord of the Rings is all about the elves wanting to bang the hobbits, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, shoot me now.
Okay, so who is picking the game this
I've
week?
picked a game tonight.
It's not an arcade or mobile game, is it?
No.
Or a Steam Deck game.
Or one of Thimber's, or one from Thimber's special collection.
Yes, it's full of filth. Lots and lots of filth.
Yeah, $50 super chat. He's like, oh, I don't do that stuff.
I've got a couple. I've got a couple in mind, but like, I don't want it.
Shame.
I don't want it to be too hard for you, but I saw a game the other day, and I was like, I'd love to talk. I'd like just to have that as the game for 20 questions. So
yeah, it has to have sold more than like 1 million copies. You can't do an obscure one, obviously.
Hang on, let me have a look.
Oh Jesus! That means if he's gonna have a look, that means it's not a well-known game. Maybe one of us.
39,000 copies.
Yeah,
more than 1 million copies.
Maybe one of us has only heard of it.
Right? He's like, well, it sold 1 million copies in Belgium, and it's like, I don't know anyone from Belgium. I have no idea what they play in Belgium, so sorry.
Oh.
Still gonna be an obscure title. Watch.
Fuck it. I'll let me just check a different one quickly then.
So that's it.
I don't want you to cry over it.
See, we're in danger. I knew it.
Well, I've got the first question anyway, Sentinel. We'll ask if the main character wears pants.
Right.
I'll narrow it down a lot.
Ironically, I'm not right now, but that's all good.
Oh,
because he's just got his Donald Trump undies on. That's all.
Oh my god! Oh, ridiculous!
It's like he's touching him.
Right.
He's getting head of Trump.
Oh Jesus!
Oh shit!
Oh. Are we starting 20? Is that what we're doing now? 20 questions.
Do you know what? Let's hang on. I'm just checking.
You realize we're not going to guess it, so.
No, I think you would.
Before we get 20,
go on then. Sorry. Go on. Talk.
I was just going to say before we do 20 questions, what did we think to the leaked Xbox and new Xbox wireless controller?
The controller looked nice.
Yeah.
Do you not like that cylinder?
I'd probably buy it, but I'm not that fussed about it. I like it. I like the squaredness of everything. But
I twitched. Oof.
twitched in your pants, did you?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Big toe were pointing up and everything.
Wow.
But I'm all digital anyway. I wish something they had that was coming out, sooner. Like PlayStation with the disc and the discless one. I wish we had it for them, but I don't have any physical games. The disc drive is completely useless for me. I don't even know if it works. I've never tried it. But yeah, all digital. I like the look of it. I like the shape of it. Nice, round. I like the two-toned white and black controller. Because it's cloud-based, so it's So I'm assuming that's going to be ready for when the app drops on TV. You've literally got a Amazon Luna Stadia controller ready to go type thing. But I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I wish they would have released this instead of the Series S, because then all that conversation around the Series S would never be taking place.
Yeah, and it sucks. All this stuff gets leaked. So we're not going to go too much into detail because obviously teams work hard. It's obviously multiple years out of date now. But like I think I said this to someone. Who was it? I think I said it in the Discord. Nothing that was leaked was bad for consumers as such. Like the game lineup from Bethesda that got leaked is fantastic. The console looks great. The pad looked great. Some of the other stuff sounded great. Obviously, if you are a hardcore, I have to own every bit of plastic and kill the environment with plastic because I will die on that physical game preservation hill, you may have an issue with it. But if you just want to play games, you don't mind digital, you don't still think that having a physical disc means you actually own a game, then yeah, it's great. So we'll not go into it too much. If you want to find it, it's all over the internet. Xbox and Microsoft have since re-uploaded the documents properly redacted now, so they did take them down. But I liked everything I saw, and everything I saw made me go, "Ooh, Xbox has got some good shit coming in the next couple of years." Do you know what I mean? So
next 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good line, and that was just from Bethesda alone. Like, I was like, whoa. We had remakes, remasters, new releases, new IPs, sequels. You know what I mean? We're going to be eating good, and yeah, can't wait. So let's get into 20 questions then. So ask away. So, actually, I'll quickly go through this for those who don't know, in case you happen to be new here. At the end of every show, we do 20 questions. It's sort of like a wind down, a sort of relaxing, fun little game we play at the end of each show just to sort of cleanse that palate from the game talk. The game itself is pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. The other two have 20 questions to guess. They can only be answered yes or no, and they have to guess the game within 20 questions. Now, their last guess has to be the game name. They can also guess before that, but if they guess wrong, they lose straight up outright. Now, we've played this many a time. It's only ever been not guessed once, and that was on a different podcast. So the current streak on this podcast still stands. We have a few rules. Has to be a console game or a well-known game. It can't be like a indie PS Vita title or like a 1 in 10 cabinet arcade game or a PC exclusive, because it's just really difficult and there's just too many. You're not allowed to use Google or anything like that. They have to use their gaming memories. And yeah, I think that's about it. And chat, please get involved. Ask the questions. Join in. Don't just shout at random games, you idiots. You do that all the time. Proper questions. Okay? Proper questions. As Fabio would say. Questions.
Ask me a question, not giving me an answer.
So, yeah. Let's go. I've got one picked. As I've chickened out of my other one.
Sentinel, I think it's really important we know if they wear pants or not. What do you think?
You're just gonna have to use your imagination.
Can I just say, right, on the other game I was picking, the answer to that question would be yes and no.
What?
Exactly. The main characters in that
Oh.
game, do they wear pants? Yes. And do they wear pants? No. So there you go. Fun fact.
Well, okay. Is this developed by a American company?
Oh my god, that's your first question.
Why? Wait, don't answer yet. Go on. Go on, Sentinel. You go first then. You're the expert.
Well, you've got to narrow it down. You can't. Was this
That
made
narrows
in
it down if we-
Was this made in 1997? No, come on.
I'm
Narrow it
giving the
down
game today,
first.
Fimber. It is me. I am.
Right. Okay then.
You got to
Was it
narrow it
re-
down first.
was-
Then you do the American developer thing.
Was it released on current gen platforms?
Released as in like, did it come out? Is
Came
it?
out. Yes.
No.
Right. Okay.
This game release before the PlayStation 2 original Xbox generation.
No.
Okay, good. So we narrowed it down.
So we got 2 generations. Do we just
Yes.
keep going until we've got it? Right. Did it release on the PS3 generation of consoles? Is
Hold
it
on a second.
PS3? Oh no! Did you ask that one? Did you ask that one?
Well, it's like
wasn't
Nintendo doesn't necessarily have the same generation that Xbox and
true.
PlayStation does because they've been overlapping.
Yeah, but Ash said no handhelds, and
Nintendo.
Switch,
Yeah.
technically a handheld.
But the Switch didn't come out with the PS3, did it?
Right,
didn't
what
it
was the
come out,
PS3? Was it PS3 360 generation?
Wii.
Did you not ask that one?
It came out either before or after because they had the GameCube and then they had the Wii. Because Nintendo's been overlapping their stuff, so it doesn't necessarily come out right when PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 are trying to compete.
No. Did it come out on the PS4, Xbox One generation release?
Did it release on the PS4, Xbox One generation? Let me double check this.
Oh,
Jesus.
no!
No,
Oh,
it did not.
Jesus.
It did not release on the PS4, Xbox One generation.
Right, so it's PS3, Xbox 360, Wii gen. Okay.
Possibly because the question was, did it release before PS2 original Xbox before? So it could be PS2 original Xbox, PS3.
Why don't you try guess some like?
Then.
Why don't you try narrow it down in some other ways?
Is it console exclusive?
No.
There you go.
No, right, okay. Not console exclusive, so it's not first party. It could have. Oh Jesus!
Did it release before 2006 because that's going to narrow down the console generation. It released before 2006.
At 9 a.m. on a Wednesday.
No.
Hang on, let me just check. When you say before 2006?
It released before 2006.
No.
Okay, so it's basically Xbox 360, PS3.
But it's not console exclusive.
Down by 5.
Is it?
Go ahead with your American developer question. Go ahead.
No. Let's just go. Is this an RPG?
No.
No. Right, okay, because that's taken out Oblivion, Skyrim, them type of games.
Is it a first-person shooter?
No.
Oh Jesus! It's gonna be some sort of fucking farm simulator shit. Well, that's right. So it's not RPG. It's not FPS. Is it a third-person action game?
I would class it as a third-person action. Well, it's a third-person game with action in, so that's the best way to describe it. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Is this a single-player game?
Well, you can play it single player, but it also has multiplayer, so it's not exclusively a single player game.
Okay. So third person, single player with multiplayer in it as well.
It's not an exclusive to any one brand. Okay, all right. Was it developed? Was it published by an American publisher?
Let me check on that. I would say no.
Right, because I was thinking something like Dragon Age or Mass Effect or something.
That's 10. So it's not published by an American publisher.
Is it part of a franchise?
Yes.
Right, so I've got multiple games, third person. With multiplayer, you can play it with someone else or multiple people else, or on your own. And did we say yes, it is an American publisher?
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not an American publisher. I haven't been writing what your questions are, so I can't even repeat them for chat, so I apologise.
Right, well, should we ask what Fimber's asking? Does it have aliens?
I wouldn't ask that.
No, Jesus. No. Oh, come on, Fimber. You normally get it by now. Is it a Japanese developed game?
Is it developed by a Japanese developer?
Oh, hang on. Sentinel, do we go Japanese developer or publisher?
Shit. You can say developer. That may help to narrow it down.
Yeah, developer.
No.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, okay.
And it's part of a franchise, so there's multiple games. Third person.
Is this game developed or published by Ubisoft?
No.
Okay, that's a big one. I wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah, that's taken a lot.
7 questions left.
Oh, Jesus. Sentinel, you're costing us.
Right. Was this game published, or was it developed or published by Rockstar Games?
No.
Oh, okay. Again, that's third person. It has tons of shit in there, so I wanted to get that out too.
Yeah, that gets rid of a lot. See, if we could try and narrow the genre of what the game actually is, like if it's horror, is it sci-fi? Fuck it, Sasuke. Is this a horror game?
You could say that, yes.
Oh, what?
So it probably has horror or terror elements in it. There you go.
Oh, right.
It came out during the PS3,
it's officially described as an action adventure game, but I feel like saying it's got horror elements in really can add to it a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It might help you there.
Right, and it's not a first-person game; it's a third-person game. Which means you can actually see the character.
Yes, you can see the character.
It's not going to be a Resident Evil game, is it? Because it wasn't developed by a Japanese studio.
Well, we didn't ask if this was the first in the series either.
No, you did not. You got 5 questions left.
Yeah, but even if it was first in the series, it wouldn't be Resident Evil because that came out on the PS1, the original.
No, but it could narrow it down, I suppose. I'll give you some clues in a little bit. Like when you've guessed maybe once or twice more, I'll give you some better clues just to sort of help.
So is this the first in the series?
No.
Okay.
Jesus, but it's a type of action adventure type horror game. So I would say
it's an action adventure game with horror themes in it and stuff. So it's more action adventure, but it does have horror-y shit in it.
So you need a third-person action game that has terrifying elements in it. It was developed on the PS3 or Xbox 360. It's not an exclusive. It's not.
Because you're at 16, I'll give you some more clues. So it's an M-rated game. So it's a
Of
mature
course it
game.
is. Yeah, of course it is.
It's not developed by an American studio or a Japanese studio. It's not the first in the series. One more guess, and I'll give you some more I'll give you some more clues.
Jesus, I'm stumped. I'm stumped.
Chat, do you think I should give them more help?
I'm absolutely stumped. I can't think of an action adventure game that's got horror elements in. Like I say, I'm not.
Fimba's asked a very good question. Fimba's will narrow it down a bit.
Zombies. But it can't be a Resident Evil game because they are horror games.
Oh, you know what? That's actually a good question. Are there any zombies in it?
Yes, there are.
Because I'm already thinking about what a very specific title.
What? Something like no, Dead Island's not third person.
Well, this series ended and it had 4 games to it. Part 3 was actually exclusive for the Xbox One. Part 2 did release non-exclusive on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Well, it's made by Capcom though. Damn it.
What's the series you're thinking?
That particular one was Dead Rising, but I forgot. Capcom, I think, is the publisher. I don't know if they developed it.
I'll give you one more clue because I'm a nice guy. This game has been released on other generations since.
Yeah, that's like 50 different.
I'm not saying it's backwards compatible. It's been released, so it's been. I don't want to say remastered and stuff, but versions of it have been released since then.
I ain't got a clue. I'm lost. It's something with zombies in third person.
I won't ask the Fabio question if it's a racing game.
No,
Yes.
No, that's it. Zombie racing.
It's Carmageddon 7.
Do we just ask if it's part of the Dead Rising franchise? Just to try and...
It can't be, though, because of Capcom. It's not a Japanese developer publisher.
Is the developer publisher the same? I thought, was it not developed by...
That's why I said developed or published by. That's why I was saying developed.
You asked for one. Would you say developed or... I'm sure you said developed, not published earlier.
No, we asked for both.
I said developed or published by.
He asked both and you just said no.
I'm going to rewind this. You literally said it's developed by a Japanese...
he said, is it developed or published by a Japanese developer? And you said no.
Japanese developer. Developed. It's not by...
Published or developed by a Japanese?
Right, so it's published by a Japanese developer. Or publisher, should I say. It's not a developer. It's not what you said. You literally had a discussion between you. And
is it a Capcom game?
It is, yes.
Right, okay.
Just that you guys decided to ask a question and then forgot how you asked it.
I didn't ask it.
Yeah. It was your question and he made you change it.
Oh, right. Well,
right,
said, okay. All right.
So you got 2 guesses left. Make them good.
2 guesses, then the game?
No, 1 and then a game.
Oh, shit. Sentinel, I think we should just ask if it's part of the Dead Rising franchise.
Does the main protagonist, does he have blonde hair?
Yes.
Dead Rising 2, basically.
No.
No, you didn't ask it. He didn't ask. It
is Dead Rising 2, I'm just winding you up.
Oh, that's messed up. Yeah. Well, there's actually 2 Dead Rising 2s. There's Dead Rising 2 with the blonde-haired guy, and there's Dead Rising 2 off the record with the protagonist.
I know, but that's not really a proper canon game, is it? It takes place.
Yeah.
It is the better game by far, but
yeah.
So yeah, they did it. They managed.
screwed us there, Ash. You tried screwing us there.
No.
asked
You
you to
asked a stupid question earlier.
Published. I didn't ask a stupid question.
You said
I
developed.
think
That's why I
published.
said no, because if you said published,
Published
I said yes.
and
Oh,
developed.
You didn't.
Glenn, you'll have to
didn't.
go back
I
and
will.
listen. Go back and listen.
I will go back and prove you wrong.
And I want to see a
I
public
wanted you to start
apology
asking,
to
because when you were
Sentinel.
asking about developers, I was like, you ain't ever going to get it if you're asking where developers from, because they're not American, they're not
No.
European, they're not fucking Japanese, they're fucking
Who are
Canadian.
they?
They're Canadian. You would
Oh,
never get
Jesus.
that.
Yeah, no. No one thinks about the Canadians.
Are they still even active? No, they've been shut since 2018, Blue Castle Games.
No, I think they're still Canadians in Canada.
No, but the studio shut down, though, didn't it, in the end?
Because they made a crap game.
Well, they made a few crap games, but
Mm.
there you go. They
Yeah.
guessed it. It was Dead Rising 2. So there you go. Thank you very much. It was released on the PS3 and Xbox 360 in September 2010.
Nice.
It then came out to Windows a few days later, and it was eventually ported to or re-released on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in 2016.
There we go. What was the other game?
Jurassic Park for the Genesis or the Mega Drive. Because I saw the re-releasing it, they've just added it. They're doing a Jurassic Park like retro collection, and they've just announced.
They are. Yeah,
They've just announced all the
that.
Mega Drive games have been added to it as well now. So
They've managed to secure it, haven't they? Yeah. Oh.
So I'm looking forward to that more because the Mega Drive ones are the best ones. So where you get to play as the Raptor and eat people and stuff like that. That's why I wouldn't be wearing pants.
See, I wish they could have got hold of maybe a future game, Lost World, the game, because you could play the T-Rex as well as the Raptor.
I
and
like that
was
Warpath
fun.
game as well, the fighting game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was actually fun. That was
It
enjoyable.
baffles me now though. They do these retro collections, but they don't go up to they only go up to SNES and Mega Drive. It's like, come on, there's a few more gens. You could have Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, N64. Come on, let's get them. So, but that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. They did it. Let's see if we can keep the streak alive next week. Big thank you to everyone in chat. Sappho, Fimber, Back from the Dead, Meisuko, Stubbs, Muppet, anyone else I've forgot. Luke Steele, when he was talking about his pocket change for Sky. David Cohen was here earlier. Big thank you to everyone who's been actively chatting. It's always great to have you here. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll be back next week. Saturday, 8 p.m. British Standard Time. What time is that in the great land of America, Sentinel?
It's like 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, I think.
There you go. So we'll see you then. We're going to talk about more games. Hopefully I've actually been able to play Payday 3. But until then, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Vala Mongolis.